Like, okay, you gonna do this to me? You gonna smash me? You gonna do that? Talk shit about me? You gonna beat me in the diss track? Okay, I'm gonna buy your childhood home. Pfft, bro, what effect does that have? We already know exactly who Drake is.
Shout out to Mr. J. Mix Cortez.
Mother Nature like how the fuck you doing that, Max? Trust me, I do a lot of shit like I'm doing much less. Got the mindset of DJ Khaled, I'm doing what's best. It's been body bags after body bags, so who is up next?
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is a beautiful Friday morning out here, and you know who this is. Thank you for coming through. So I want to talk about something. I'm not gonna waste your time. I want to talk about the situation of American rapper Drake buying off Kendrick Lamar's childhood home, and how a whole lot of Drake fans have been hitting me up on Facebook. You know who you are. I'm not gonna argue. And they trying to call cap on that, and they trying to say, "Oh, this is a good move." And so I want us to talk about that now. Before I do get started, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button, smash that like, and feel free to leave your comment down the comment section on what you think. But this is what I think. You feel me? Now, first of all, I just want to say it really doesn't matter if Drake bought Kendrick Lamar's childhood home. And it is said that allegedly he bought it for $4 million. Now, my question is to everybody who's been trying to troll and say nonsense online, do you really think that $4 million was what Kendrick Lamar was lacking to buy that same house? Now, I want you to think about that. Now, I do know that some fans, you guys go crazy about your idol. And of course, I was one of those people who was like, Dana, like us, is very powerful, and a whole lot of ish that Kendrick Lamar said. Now, let's come back to the focal point. Now, buying your opponent's childhood home, it's weird because Kendrick Lamar mentioned a whole lot of things in her songs about Drake, which it's starting to sound like Kendrick Lamar is President Obama to Drake's Trump. Yes, that is what it's sounding like. And let me just say this. This whole thing is giving a weird vibe. It's giving a dick riding vibe, if you ask me. Because that was a beef, right? It's Drake who actually decided to sue people, aka Kendrick Lamar, during this beef. Now, I think that beef was what actually made, to me, Drake look lamer. Now, some of you guys are coming up, but he's dropped an album. I mean, he dropped 3 albums, so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but let's focus on this, because I know how some of you Drake fans from Africa, you guys behave and act like Drake is the ever, but hey, I'm not. Let's focus on this. Now, if you can buy a man's childhood home, now I don't know if Kendrick Lamar's family actually owned that home or they were just living there renting. We don't know that fact for sure. If you know, leave a comment down the comment section. Now, if you can do that, it simply means that you are still holding some kind of grudges. You are still mad at the man for just baiting you out flat out, because the whole industry saw exactly who Drake was and who Drake is. Don't get me wrong. Is he talented? He is. But bro, it doesn't change the fact that Drake actually spits off ghostwriting. That is just what it is. The fact that an MC can be that way, to me, that's already a no-no. You feel me? Because now it's starting to feel like everything Kendrick Lamar, this man is trying to own. Now, we all know how this mindset works with some of these white folks. And I'm not here to say this or that, but I'm here to let everybody knows who has been down in my DM, my Facebook, and just tagging me and some of these things. Like, bro, buying Kendrick Lamar's childhood home has nothing to do. It's just like somebody buying Michael Jackson's childhood home or Kobe Bryant's childhood home. You feel me? Or Eminem's Childhood Home. It's just that kind of way. But we all know that this guy is actually, he's still holding grudges for They Not Like Us. And we do understand that this man tried to sue. He brought a whole lot of cases, but some of those cases were dismissed. I mean, and do not come under here and say, but Drake dropped something and he went triple platinum, top on the world streaming, blah, 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 blah. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this whole concept of you guys tagging Mr. J on the fact that Drake bought Kendrick Lamar's Childhood Home. Bro, Kendrick had money to buy that. But it really doesn't matter. It doesn't change the fact that Kendrick Lamar actually exposed Drake on They Not Like Us. And They Not Like Us, if you go check, it's going to go down. As a matter of fact, it has gone down in hip-hop history as one of the dopest and the most brazen diss songs in hip-hop. Kind of like what Nas and Jay-Z has, the Ether. Yes, this is that kind of ish, and what hit him up, Tupac and B.I.G. had. This is all that thing. So now for Drake to go about trying to buy people's things, of course we know that Drake has been known to be going around trying to pay people's exes and trying to fuck people's girlfriend. This just falls in that line to me, because this is actually a dick rider move. But of course, once again, remember I asked you, do you really think that $4 million is what Kendrick Lamar didn't have to buy that house? Kendrick Lamar didn't want that house, because if he really, really wanted it, he would have bought it way before Drake going to buy it. But Drake is that colonial white supreme mindset. Like, okay, you gonna do this to me? You gonna smash me? You gonna do that? Talk shit about me? You gonna beat me in the diss track? Okay, I'm gonna buy your Childhood Home. Pfft, bro, what effect does that have? We already know exactly who Drake is. And Kendrick Lamar is not even the first person to say a whole lot of things about Drake regarding taking other people's properties. But my man has the money to do that. So if Drake, if he wants, heck, he should go and buy Kendrick Lamar's, maybe his first car. If that shit still exists, he can do that. Or maybe Kendrick Lamar's first, what am I going to say? His first album? He should go buy that shit. It will not change the fact that when it comes to lyricism, when it comes to authenticity, Kendrick Lamar is way better than Drake. Don't argue with me. Drake uses a whole lot of ghostwriters. And if you use a whole lot of ghostwriters in hip-hop, bro, I don't care what you guys say. I don't care how many streams you have. You don't get that respect like that. And of course, this is my take. So I want you to leave a comment down in the comment section. And remember, let's stay focused on Drake buying Kendrick Lamar's Childhood Home. Don't bring no streaming, none of that, because I know some of you guys get so emotional. You try to change the topic and start talking about shit that doesn't really matter. Man, hey, that's my take. And I will end this by saying, it doesn't matter. That is like, Kendrick Lamar will forever live in Drake's head. It's kind of like Obama living in Trump's head. That is just what is happening right now. So no matter how much money this man spends trying to own Kendrick Lamar's this, Kendrick Lamar's that, bro, it really doesn't matter. Stay blessed and have a great weekend. From me to you, do not forget to share this and leave your comment. Bless.
If you see me in the streets, better holler at me. Seeking for a beat, throw them dollars at me. I don't like defeat, take that away from me. You tryna be like me, you couldn't handle my story. But we gon' let you know, we gon' let you know. We gon' let you know, we gon' let you know.